there's been a lot going on in the news about the market, a bust, all that, right? I believe we have already seen almost the worst that we have. Okay, we went to a Zillow presentation by their economic forecast chief economic forecast person last week. He had some very interesting things to say. Primarily that I think it was like 40% of home buyers since 2019 were cash buyers, right? This is not, so I do here's the thing. I do think we're going to see a big uptick in short sales and we're going to see some foreclosures, right? But I would venture to guess almost all of those, I would say probably 80% are going to be people that bought from 2022 on, okay? So while we see that as something that's coming, I also see that as an opportunity to capture. And a lot of those also will be, including those will be builders, developers, people that start projects that, won't be able to, refinance or get the projects done. So this is an opportunity for you guys. We are in the process, so we're already there. We've set up the shop with a short sale negotiation expert that's going to help us with, from start to close. They've got a huge, I think it was over 50% success rate. And a lot of that depends on the buyer's, conditions and whether they're eligible for short sales or whatnot. So, you get the short sale, we can take care of the rest for you. There's usually no out of pocket for the listing agent of the company. It's usually for either the seller, the buyer, or even in some cases the listing agent. But you can cross that bridge when you get there. But what I want to talk about now is like the conditions of where we're at in the Austin market, okay? Because there's this guy this guy is the Reventure app. He has a YouTube channel that I almost stopped watching because it was such doom and gloom that it's just like, dude, come on, man. But one of the last videos he said, and I actually used the software, it was like, Austin's becoming very close to a buyer's market, right? And here's why. If you look at what is, the salary to afford a home, this was in 2023. You needed the household income of 141,000 to be able to purchase a home. Well, in 2023, you saw household income at 97,572. Okay, move forward now. You've got right here. You've got September of 2025. The household income is 101, and the what is this?
Salary to afford a house.
The salary to afford a house is 116. Okay, so we are $5,000 apart. Now, remember, this is just average, right? I was sending that to a friend of mine, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, well, that's the whole Austin MLS, but people in Austin, their prices are higher." It's like, well, so are their salaries. So this is the average. It all like this line, these lines coming together is very good. This is the home price forecast. It's saying 6% decline in the next 12 months. I would venture to guess that most of this decline is going to happen in the next 3 months. Okay. So, I don't really have much time to go through all of this, but I could go through, city by city, state by state, zip code by zip code. I wanted to show you, this is Williamson County. As you can see, where this is an area right here, salary to afford a home is 100,000, and then median household income is 113,000, right? This is why you're going to see, and then wage growth is expected to go up. So, look, when you talk to if you look at the Reventure guy, I think he's correct in the sense that if you're examining the whole market, it looks kind of bad. But in Austin, we've had the lion's share of our decline to bad news, in my opinion. Okay, here I just want to for Houston folks that are on here, there's your buy versus rent differential. Now, keep in mind, this is total monthly household payment, okay? Monthly apartment rent is $1,674. It's $400 difference. What you have to keep in mind, people that are going to rent a home are not the people that are going to rent an apartment. So if you look at this one, okay, this is the same exact, salary to afford a home. It's right there. It meets it. So the decline in values in both Houston and Austin lead us to a place where now on average, again, we can dissect this zip code by zip code, but on average, it's there. Austin's got a little bit ways to go, but again, this is on average. So I think, I just want to kind of fight the doom and gloom of the headlines that you guys are seeing. Okay. And yeah, it's been there, and there's going to be more coming nationally, but this is the advantage of being one of the worst markets in the country. Is now that prices have dropped enough and wage has increased enough that they're meeting into this spot where I believe, I wholeheartedly believe that 2026 is going to be a much better year. Is it going to be the best year ever? No, and I hope it isn't, right? It's not going to take much for us to move that needle up just a little bit more. So that's all I got.